right? You guys know who Reed Johnson is? Chicago Cubs. This guy's an overachiever in everybody's mind but his own. This guy knows he's good, right? One of the greatest competitors I've ever seen, right? I was a scout for the Arizona Diamondbacks for 5 years, and I watched this kid at Cal State Fullerton. Unbelievable competitor. Became an agent for 7 years. Don't ask me why I did that. I go try and get Reed Johnson. And you know what Reed Johnson hit his first year in pro baseball? 220. Hated everything about it. I mean, his whole mind was so messed up because the batting average was just killing him. I said, Reed, you're one of the best competitors I've ever seen play. Get rid of your batting average. Be a great competitor. Give me 5 good at-bats a night. You hit the ball hard, you win. Right? You get a hit as a bonus. We talk once a week about hitting, right? About the process. Because this is about the process. You can't control the results. I said, stay in the process. Hit the ball hard. Don't try and hit the fastball, curveball, slider, change of 0-0 and try and hit everything and you're not ready for anything. Right? Way too many players do that for me. It's not that easy. Right? I said, Reed, you sit on something you're going to get, and when you get it, bust it. Reed Johnson, very next year, All-Star Florida State League. Next year, Double-A. Starts off 8 for 50. I call him up and say, how you doing? He said, Spring, I'm hitting the crap out of the ball. I'm just not getting any hits. I said, buddy, you stay right there. Give me 5 good at-bats a night. Help your team win that night. You hit the ball hard, you win. Reed Johnson ended up leading the league in hits by 20. And the next year he's in the big leagues. Because all of a sudden we free up your mind to have an attainable goal about the process. And the process in this game, guys, is having an attainable goal to hit the ball hard. Does that make sense? Hey, buddy, hey, I loved it when I got my little cheap hit and everything like that. How much better would baseball be if we celebrated a hard hit ball like we did a base hit? Try and grasp that in your mind. You hit the ball hard as you can hit, whether you get a hit or not, everybody's freaking high-fiving you, coming in the dugout. You gonna lose confidence? No way. How about if our coach kept a chart of hard hit balls and that was it? Nobody even brought up the word batting average. It would be such a better game. You guys would be so much better players because now we free up our mind and we have attainable goals that we can control to hit the ball hard. When I came and spoke at UC Irvine last 2 years, these kids were so locked in. I loved it. And I feel that I had a little bit of say in that because I talk about the process and being a good team player, right? And playing for the name on the front of your chest and not the back. I'm telling you right now, guys, I played in 1,600 baseball games in the minor leagues. And when I thought about Steve Springer, I sucked. When I thought about the team, I don't know, God's just up there going, buddy, nice thought process. This is about the team. But it's also about you guys doing what you need to do to have a better team. And worrying about yourself. And being a good team player. Right? Guys, batting average, evil. Parents, batting average, evil. It's not when your son comes home, it's not how many hits did you get today. It's how many good at-bats did you have. Right? Let's let their ability come out. Too many players let their mind get in the way of their ability. I did it for 7 years. I always thought I had ability, but I'd walk up to the plate sometimes, man. I'm 1 for 20, and man, let's just put 2 strikes on me. Let's get over with. Right? Beat before I get up there. And when I said I don't care what I hit, I promise you, my coach wanted me up there in the 9th inning. Right? You got to want to be the hero. Right? And if you have that attitude where you want to be the hero, guys, it's fun. Have I stressed enough about the batting average, how evil it is? I do everything right and go 0 for 4? Really? That's my goal? It's crazy. It's crazy, but you don't hear anybody talking about it. It's like I'm the only one that knows it and everybody that has my CD. It is evil. Right? Talk about watching the pitcher on my CD. This was huge for me. Right? My first 7 years, I was in the stands seeing who my next date was. Watch the pitcher. Every pitch he makes. Right? If you're hitting 6, you should have 5 at-bats up this guy in your mind before you even walk up there. Stop digging around in the dugout. Right? Watch the pitcher. See what he's throwing. Every single pitch. Pitcher set patterns. Right? In my opinion, too many players try and hit the fastball, curveball, slider, changeup, 0-0. They try and hit everything, and they're not ready for anything. Everybody's like, oh, Spring, you're a guest hitter. I'm like, yeah, and I'm leading the team in ribbies too, pal. educated guessing. It's not flip a coin, I'm going to sit on something right here. I've watched this pitcher, every pitch he makes. I know what I did on him. I know what I did off of him last week, right? I know I've already smoked some fastballs. Now I come up with runners in scoring position. You think I'm going to get a fastball right down the middle? Who hits 3, 4, 5 here on their high school team? How many fastballs are you going to see right down the middle with runners on second, third? Very little. Everybody's shaking their head no. I'm the same way, buddy. Right? All of a sudden, I'm going to sit on something I'm going to get. Right? That changed my production. Started to sit on something I was going to get, not what I wanted to hit. I always wanted to hit a middle-in fastball right there. I didn't see it all the time. Know what the pitcher's out pitch is. Right? A breaking ball is a hittable pitch. Then please, I do not want you thinking I want you hitting breaking balls every time. But if we're watching that game and he's getting it over, and that's his go-to pitch, or if it's a changeup, you know what? Probably 2 out of 3 will be that pitch with runners in scoring position. If you watch baseball on TV at night, watch ESPN, watch the games. As soon as the guy gets on second base, it's 80% off speed. You know why? Because that pitcher's got that earned run on the line, right? And then he knows everybody can hit the fast. I don't care if the guy's throwing 100. I'm a scout right now for the Toronto Blue Jays. I was back in spring training watching Roy Halladay pitch. Roy Halladay's just cutting him up, dealing, fastball, slider. Guy gets on second base for the first time. Slider. Right? This guy's one of the best pitchers in the game. But they're smart enough to know, hey, not everybody knows. Right? Watch the pitcher, man. See what he's throwing. It's like I said, everybody's like, oh, Spring, you're a guess hitter. I go, well, let's get one thing straight. Guessing, sitting on, anticipating, looking for, it's all the same word. Guess just sounds bad. That's a bad word. Oh, you're guess. No, I'm anticipating. Right? I'm looking for. Everybody looks 2-0 fastballs, and you should. Right? Unless the guy's already shown he can throw an off-speed pitch behind in the count. Right? And how do we know that if we're watching the game? Watch the game. Man, that was so big for me. Tommy McCraw taught me that. This guy was my hitting mentor. And he asked me, he goes, Spring, when does hitting start? And I'm thinking I'm real smart. I'm, when I'm on the on-deck circle and I could see. He's like, Spring, it goes back further than that. So I'm thinking to myself, when I'm in the dugout? He goes, it goes back further than that. He says, hitting starts when you pick up the paper in the morning and see who's pitching. That was like, wow, really? Right? Now we're visualizing. Well, I've already seen this guy before. Right? Visualize. The mind's powerful, guys. And like I said, too many players let their mind get in the way of their ability. And if you can control your mind to have attainable goals, baseball is fun. All right? But I'm a huge believer in sitting on pitches. And not everybody agrees with that. Right? I've talked to other hitting instructors, and they're like, Spring, I'm not in. That's fine. But if you're good enough to sit on a fastball, right? We're all sitting fastball. We leak a little bit. Now we recognize off speed. We already shift our way. We take a half-fast swing, just put it in play. Now we're pissed off, run down the line. Right? My goal was to take a fastball swing on every pitch I was looking for until I got 2 strikes. I'm in control in that batter's box, not the pitcher. You know when the pitcher's in control? When he's got 2 strikes on me. Now I go into battle mode. Now I'm in. Now I'm all in. Fastball, adjust. But even there, I'm not even all in. Because 80% of my strikeouts were on breaking balls. So why am I still sitting fastball? I would rather have real slow feet and almost sit off speed to keep my weight back because I was a lunger, right? And then fight off a fastball. Unless I already attacked the breaking ball early in the game on 2 strikes, then I'd go back to fastball. Does that make sense? If I told you what was coming, 100%, right? And you can't put a good swing on it, then go play soccer. You got to be able to do that, right? Sometimes, man, when we're watching the game and we see this pitcher throwing the breaking balls, nothing wrong with looking for it. How do you hit a breaking ball? You look for it up in the zone. If it's down, it's going to stay down. Up in the zone, load late to take a fastball swing, right? And that was huge for me. My production doubled when I started to sit on pitches on what I was going to get, not what I wanted to hit. I didn't care what my batting average was. My production went from 5 to 8 home runs a year. Now I got 16, 17. 40, 50 RBIs. Now I got 78. Unbelievable. I didn't change. I was the same. I probably got older and fatter. But my mind was better. Right? And that is the key, guys, the mind.